Today we're going to start drawing a character I'm pretty familiar with because students have told me about this character a while ago, and by that I mean maybe a year or so ago. So I'm kind of familiar with PJ Masks. Last week we drew a character, Bluey, and some of the characters that we've drawn we may actually revisit. Not really sure when. It really just kind of depends on how the school year goes. So let's go ahead and get started. Now the picture of PJ Mask, we're going to start, since we drew a female character last week, we'll draw a male character, and we're going to draw Catboy. Can't tell you a lot about Catboy except for his powers are speed. Owlette, she can fly, and Gecko has the power of strength. And remember, boys and girls, that your drawing does not have to look like my drawing. Your drawing can be different. Don't worry about, I messed up. Don't worry, well, mine doesn't look like yours. Don't worry about stuff like that. Mr. Lewis messes up all the time. That's why I carry around in my pocket at least 3 or 4 different erasers. I mean, messing up is not bad. Learning from your mistakes is not bad. So don't think that you have to be perfect, because I don't know of any adult who is perfect. Even my parents, they're human. They're not perfect. Let's go ahead and get into it while I'm sharpening my pencil. Today, I'm going to use pencil instead of marker, so hopefully you can see me. I hope I have zoomed in enough so that you can see details of the lines that I draw. I try not to draw with pencil because the camera doesn't pick it up very well, and I'll have to press down hard. And this is actually my second time drawing this, so I actually practiced before making this video. So when we look at Catboy and the other PJ Masks characters, the thing that we notice almost immediately, or the thing I notice, is that the head is much larger than the body. I'm going to draw this, then I'm going to step back to see what it looks like in the camera. Oh yeah, you should be able to see that. Alright. Once you've drawn your head, stop. I'm going to give you a second. Your head, your oval, should be at least as big as your pointing finger, and as wide, maybe as your thumb. So pointing finger tall, see how it goes from the tip of my finger to my knuckles, and then maybe a thumb wide. Use your body to measure things, just like we use rulers to measure things. Alright, you should be done with your head by now, your oval. At the bottom of the head, we're going to draw a mouth, curve line up, come around, down, and back to the first line, like so. Inside the mouth, we're going to draw the top teeth and the bottom teeth. So let's see if I can zoom in just a little bit on the head. So the top teeth, we should see 5 curved lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more. There. This is what I'm talking about. The 5 curved lines. The bottom teeth, we only see 3 curved lines. 1, and they curve down. 2, 3. And then you can shade in the middle. Like this. Let me move everything else. I'm going to remove this little bar at the bottom of my table so that the head, trying to center the head or the face. Alright, that's good. Let me zoom in on the face a little bit more. There we go. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the bottom edge of the mask, and I zoomed in so that the face would be as large as I can get it. We're going to start on the right side, go up, change direction, down at a diagonal. The nose is going to be in the middle, so just draw a smiley face in the middle. And what I mean is middle vertically this way, not middle horizontally. It should be right above the mouth. We're going to take this line, stop here, so we've already drawn this, curve to the nose. Curve over the nose. And what we see here on this right side, we're going to draw on the left side, just reversed or flipped. So we're going to draw this curved line over here, curved line. We're going to go up and then down. I'll give you a second to catch up. Up, just a little bit like this line, and then curve down like so. I'll give you a little bit of time to catch up. Let's start the eyes. Curve line. We're going to come up, around to the left, change directions, back to the beginning. The eyes are pretty big. Just like with anime, the eyes are probably the focal point or the body part that's emphasized. On the other side, well, we're not done with this one. Big circle that touches that bottom line. Little circle. Inside the little circle, you can draw a teeny circle. and then shade in around that circle. And you can shade the eye in, but don't press down as hard. That way it'll look kind of like a grayish color, and it gets lighter closer to the bottom we get. So what you see me doing is going back over and pressing down just a little bit harder, like that. That's real nice. Oh, that's super nice. Let me make this rounder. There we go. Oh, that's super nice. You can make your own eyes the way you want. Let's go to the left side. Space out these eyes. There should be a little gap in the middle. Curve line. We're going to go up, around, down. Maybe not like that. Maybe not quite so leaning. Maybe up, and then at the last minute turn. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. We're going to draw the circle, oval, and circle. Oval, circle. See, I told you I would make mistakes. Put a small circle inside that. Shade everything else in. And actually, in the picture, these are bigger. That's okay. Mine doesn't have to be exactly like the one in the picture. There. What I mean is, in the picture itself, the pupils are more dilated. The really dark area, that's the hole in your eye that allows light to go in, and that's how we see. We have the eyebrows, so they kind of look like triangles. One on the top right, one above the top left eye, the left eye here. Inside the mask, he has these lightning bolts. That should be in the center. We're going to draw what looks like a zigzag line. Then where this line ends, we're going to change directions and go up, left, up. On the left side of this triangular shape, down, left, down. The end of this line, we're going to go up, right, up. Let's draw the ear since we're already at the top of the head. I'm going to draw a line that goes up, around to the side. Inside, you'll draw a smaller version of that. Let me tilt the camera so I'll try to do that carefully without jerking the camera too much. Let's draw the other ear. And then same shape inside. On the side of the head, you see these little triangular shapes, and this is why I didn't want to draw with a marker. There's no way I was going to get these little shapes with a broad tip marker. What I mean by broad tip, boys and girls, is do you see how the pencil tip is skinnier than the marker tip? It's hard to draw really skinny lines with these big markers, the wide point markers. Alright, so we're done with the head. We're going to now focus on the body itself. So let me zoom out slowly so I don't get us all sick and that motion sickness when you have a camera that moves around a lot kind of gives you motion sickness. Alright, let me put my block back in that keeps the paper from sliding down. I'm going to zoom out a little bit more. So this is what you should have. Your head should be in the top, not in the center, maybe a little off center to the left, but still above half. This is half right here. So when we look at Catboy, we notice that his arms are going to be close to this area, and they're all going to look like they're either coming up or down just a little bit. His body will come down, and then his legs will sprout out. So let's start with the left arm. You're going to draw a curved line. Let's see if I can zoom in. Since I'm drawing with pencil. There we go. Just remember there's more stuff up here. Or actually, let me move my paper down so I can zoom in some more. There we go. Alright. We're going to draw another curved line. This line can be a little bit shorter. Alright, we're going to draw the part of the hand that's the thumb, like this. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more on the hand. That's as far as my phone will let me zoom in. Curved line. This is the thumb. Oh, I see. This is a reflection. This part is not white. So if I bring this closer, do you see how this part was white, but if you look at the eyes, they're shaded in. Watch how it changes. That's weird. You see how this part changed to white? It's because it's reflecting the light from my light. The light from my light. That sounds weird. Alright, let's start with the fingers. One finger. Let me look at it really carefully. Alright, so you're going to come up, around, and down. The reason why that looks funny is because he's making like a little bent finger like that. We're going to draw two more fingers like this from the tip of this finger. Then maybe another curved line, two curved lines. And one last finger. These characters only have 4 fingers. This is the pinky finger, I'm assuming. And then you can close this in. Actually, the pinky finger should be a little farther away, but that's alright. Let me change it. It's bothering me. That's good enough. So let me zoom in. That's weird how the eyes change. It is the light reflecting. Oh, that's creepy looking. Alright, the other arm. This arm will come over and then up. Notice it doesn't go very far from the head. Our hand will be somewhere here. So sometimes I'll sketch like a little circle or an oval, and this is very light. We're going to start with the thumb. And then the 3 other fingers. One finger. This comes down a little bit. Two fingers. And he's doing this with his fingers. That's why they're bent down at the tip. And then one more finger. Whatever you don't need, erase. Let me curve this some more. There we go. So this week we're drawing like I normally draw, from the head down instead of from the feet up. We're going to curve close to the wrist and then come down and then curve to the body, which we haven't drawn yet. So when we zoom out, this is what we should see. Alright, the body. We're going to curve down and over. On the left side, curve down and over like that. We're getting ready to start drawing the legs. Let's draw the right leg. And it doesn't stick out farther than this hand. So we have to imagine that there's a line where this finger and hand is. This leg doesn't go past this line. Curve down and stop. This is the knee. This is the foot. come down just a little bit. This is the back of the foot, the heel. Going to come up, short line, change directions, and then come over. The other leg, diagonal line, change directions, go to the right, the back of the foot, come back up, now for the leg, this is the foot, curve back to this line, this is the knee. Now in the picture that I found, we don't see all of the tail. We don't have to see all of the tail. We can make up our own end because we know that it curves back up like that. Or you can make your tail curl this way or this way. Doesn't really matter. What you should have is this so far. Now we're going to start adding more details in the body. Let's start with the shoulders and the arms. Let's zoom in. I'm trying to zoom in more, but it won't let me. Alright, so let's start with the arms. Inside the arms, and again, this is why I'm using pencil and not marker, we see these teal or light blue stripes. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to be pushing it with this video because I can see we're at 27 minutes already. Close to the hand on this side, we see some more lightning bolt stripe kind of things. This one looks like a triangle. This next one, a curved zigzag line. You're going to draw another line just like that below it. Then another zigzag. And one more just like this. These next shapes look like triangles. 1, 2 on the right, 1, 2 on the left. These characters may be pretty easy to draw, but they have a lot of details in their bodies. He has a cat on his chest/stomach. The way I would do this is I would start by sketching an oval. I didn't press down very hard at all. Let's start at the bottom. Little nose looks like this. And again, I've zoomed in as far as I can. 2 eyes. Make sure that they're pointy, like a cat's eye. All right. I need to go past this eye with the ear. So sometimes your first little sketch, you may not use those lines. The ear comes down. Let's draw the ear on the other side. Like that. Erase anything you don't need. In the top of the head, you see this. It's like little triangles, 3 triangles, like that. That's his little cat emblem, I guess. Oh, we need to wrap it up. Inside the belly, under the cat head, we're going to draw a zigzag line. Come back over, zigzag. That's 1 on the right. 2 lightning bolts on the right side. On the left side, zigzag line, come to a point. Zigzag line, come to a point. The legs. So there's this V-looking shape. It goes from skinny to wide. Skinny here, wide here. There's this V shape above it. And if you can't get this exactly, boys and girls, just do what you can. Make up your own stripes. Don't be afraid of creating your own ideas. This is the knee. Below the knee, we're going to draw, looks like more of these little lightning bolts. But because his leg is curved, they're going to look weird. And then under that, part of a triangle. At the toe, curved line. All right, the other leg. Let's start where the knee is. Up, down, and curve. Up, down, and curve. And mine aren't exactly like theirs. That's okay. This triangle shape over here. Then these 2 lines over here. They don't have to look exactly the same. You can make yours different. And then a curved line here. And then this curved line on this foot. Some of you are going to be frustrated. Don't be frustrated. Oh, we have 10 minutes left. The tail is probably the simplest thing to draw. From this angle, he's got lightning bolts on his tail, but from this picture, we're just going to draw curved lines, skip space, curve, curve, skip a space, curve, curve. And you should have this. Let me zoom in just a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's real nice. Alright, so boys and girls, this is Catboy. I hope this wasn't too frustrating for you. I hope it was hard because we have to challenge ourselves. But I hope you don't think that this was impossible. It's okay to do things that are hard, but I don't want you to think that you can't do these things. With practice, you'll get better. So I'll see you all later. Bye!